What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Aha. And we're going back to the demos included in the expanded or deluxe edition of the Hunting High and Low album, 1985 originally. And the next tune is All the Planes That Come In on the Quiet. It sounds like something you would say at an airport, like as you're watching maybe from a terminal where you can't quite hear each of them come in. I suppose, On the Quiet could have more to do with the plane itself rather than an observer, independent of, sound. So, ultimately, it's a nice, lyrical, sort of poetic phrase, but I'm not quite sure what to make of it, though it does, at least for me, set a visual scene. Let's listen. This is Aha. The tune is All the Planes That Come In on the Quiet, and it's a bonus demo from the early days, included in an expanded folder for their 1985 debut album, Hunting High and Low.
The play's an old airport, a long life, sort of great events. It seems like all the planes that come in on the quiet, lonely ghosts, catch a glimpse of the world, live and grow older. The planes are growing so, all good mind, strong and little use. It seems like all the planes that come in on the quiet, lonely ghosts, catch a glimpse of the world, live and grow older. Don't move the tears into my life. Somebody's out here, it's hard to describe. Do you know why? The play's an old airport, a long life, sort of great events. It seems like all the planes that come in on the quiet, lonely ghosts, catch a glimpse of the world, live and grow older. Don't move the tears into my life. I find it hard, so hard to believe you to your life.
I like that.
All the planes that come in on the quiet.
It's a cool tune. It doesn't admittedly sound like most of the atmosphere of the actual Hunting High and Low album, but I'm intrigued for a number of reasons. One, I enjoy it. It's sort of a moody, I don't know, it reminds me of some of the early Duran stuff, some of the early Echo and the Bunnymen stuff. It has this mixture of guitar and keyboard sounds. His vocals, I think Echo and the Bunnymen is maybe an appropriate reference. It felt like Morton more on the edge. He wasn't doing anything super crazy. There was no rooster sounds or really over the top deliveries, but he wasn't the smooth, silvery soaring Morton that I think we've become familiar with through the songs that like made it onto the album. Take on Me, perhaps most famously, but it definitely like he had a. It was like he was outside the melodic pocket, but on purpose. Like he was pushing the intensity of it in some of the moments. So it reminded me. It's funny. I was thinking of one singer, and I'm blanking on who that was. And then I was thinking McCulloch from Echo and the Bunnymen. I was like, oh, maybe that's more it. Now I'm forgetting who the first one was. I don't think it was Mark Almond of Soft Cell, although he does that, on the edge, outside the like normal like melodic delivery in certain moments to emphasize the emotion. So, and again, I know that both of those groups, that Paul talks about being inspired by Echo and the Bunnymen, and people mentioned early on when I had done some Soft Cell reactions that like, oh, Aha had gone and seen Soft Cell. Then obviously I got confirmation of that when I saw Aha the movie. So it wouldn't surprise me if those were actually influences, to try that type of delivery, even if, again, it became, a bit more what we know to be Morton's sound by the time they went to actually record their debut album. So, yeah, a cool one lyrically. I'm not sure, although I do feel like the opening setting was like being at an airport. So, like, it feels on some level literal. I'm still uncertain about what On the Quiet is, but yeah, whether that's just the setting for a human story, and it's about waiting to take a plane to leave somewhere, and a relationship's coming to an end, and you're all the maybe you're thinking about all the lives that involve these the planes that I'm seeing, I'm not really hearing. Again, that's very speculative, but either way, I do feel like the airport was the backdrop for whatever the tale was. And yeah, like I said, maybe not the